All right, welcome back to Standard on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Playing more Black-White Ketramose today. We've played a bunch of this deck recently. Been pretty sweet. Of course, Ketramose. Sorry, my chat has ruined me. Ketramose draws whenever things are put into exile on your turn. So we have a lot of removable exiles. We have ceases that exile, all that good stuff. Keep drawing cards of Ketramose and let it do some swinging. Ketramose also excellent with Deadly Cover-Up, sometimes even draws you free cards when you cast the Deadly Cover-Up. Outside of that, we're just a solid black-white control deck. Of course, this stream is no stranger to Orzhov control piles. I am a big fan of these kinds of strategies, and we've been winning a pretty good amount with this one. Let's give it another spin. I would love to mulligan. I would hate to keep. Good talk, good talk. Getting rid of a Backstreet, I guess. Not really feasible to build control to beat red game 1 anyway. Yeah. It's like you can either beat red game 1 or you can have a chance against domain. Although honestly, I think doing either of those things is pretty tough. I have a very low opinion of the control decks. The blue-white control deck. I think it's just kind of a bad deck. Fair number of people scooping the match after game 1. Yeah. This is such a grind to play against, right? Not everyone wants to play those sorts of games. There's the Overlord. There's a Mazemind Tome. Amazing. Well, if I play the Beza, I draw a card and gain free life. That's not too bad. It means I can double block the Overlord if I don't attack them. And then we have at the end for Zer. Cool, just chill here. No rush. Right, there's an Overlord of the Mistmores. That's the scary one. That's the good one. Alright, sure thing. I'm gonna play this Backstreet. That is the actual perfect card. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Riley. Oh yeah. Love to hear it. I think I'm just gonna say go. I don't really want this Mazemind Tome getting Leyline bindinged. I can draw a card of sacking the fish anyway. Yeah, the Ketramose deck is like glacially slow. It is certainly true. I kind of want to anoint a token. Maybe that's crazy. I feel it means that these just aren't pressuring me at all anymore. And I'm going to be drawing a bunch of cards. It's not like this Anoint does much else. Like, I'm looking to the ends or Deadly Cover-Ups if possible anyway. I don't particularly care about my opponent's life total. Draw that card. Goodbye, fishy. Have a Beza, sure thing. So I could just play out the Tome, although it could get answered then by a binding, which would be sad. But I guess fine. I'd get to draw a card. Could also just wait and make a fish this turn. I think this is fine. I mean, even if this gets bindinged, I can just kill the binding later. I still get a 2-for-1 out the deal. It's quite acceptable. I'm holding back Beza to block with. 5, 12, 13, 14. So we'd only go to 7, and then we deadly cover up. They tag me for 2. Should probably make some food. I agree, Vivi. Food is important. Oh my god, these 2/1 flyers are so annoying. I really don't want to have to cover up Preza, but I might have to. Well, this kind of changes the equation a bit. Makes it seem a lot more reasonable, doesn't it? A little bit sad that I don't get to, like, extract all their overlords with this, but seems fine. I don't want to attack. I want my life total to be lower than theirs, so the next Beza gains me life. I think their life total is wholly irrelevant. Does not affect anything in this game. Next time we get to the end of the Misty. Very nice stuff. Alright, here's the Xur. They're going to attack with both Misties, but then we're going to cover up them. Make their life pretty challenging. This is assuming they don't have like a main deck negate or something weird, but hopefully they just don't. Yeah, they're just swinging. They're gonna put us to 5. So are we extracting the Xurs or the Mistmores? The Xur threatens to haste again later, but the Mistmores making 2/1s is like genuinely pretty terrifying. I think I'm meant to get rid of the Xurs though. They have 2, yeah, because we know we suspect they had the binding, right? So getting rid of the Xurs plays around that. So they have 2 get lost, they have some lockdowns, they have their judgments. Ooh, this seems like the actual stock list. As long as we fade Beanstalk and Mistmores for like a turn or 2, it's gonna be basically impossible to lose. Even if they hit one of those, we can probably still win. Does make it harder though. Wow, yeah, they are bricking. I feel like they maybe should have just binding this Tome ages ago. Tome has drawn me so many cards. Painful life, very nice. I'm just gonna make myself a treasure that we can sack next turn, keep drawing through our deck. Eventually we find an Outrageous Robbery or a Kaya, and then the game ends. Much better to make a treasure than a fish, because it doesn't cost us a life, and life is pretty precious right now. Even if I play an untapped land, I don't get to Fortress attack plus draw a card. I care about drawing a card more. I guess we're just gonna play Tome and probably say go. Yeah, play Tome. Get a tap land out of hand. Oh, there's an argument for an untapped land, so I can end Mistmores if they cast one. Oh, they are bricking over there. Like, I think we'd probably be fine even if they weren't bricking, but them bricking makes this, like, pretty trivial, right? We have a demo field too in case they ever surveil to the top. Obviously very nice. Oh, if I play out another Tome, they're gonna lock down me. I probably don't want to run into that. I guess we're just gonna make some fish. That's fine. Do they happen to have more lands than me? They have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I need to skip a land drop. I should have skipped a land drop so Beza could make a treasure. And then played the land afterwards. Anyway. Should also probably have attacked with this this fellow. Alright, they played out that land. We're gonna get a token anyway. Powerful stuff, in a manner of speaking. Okay, that's Beza. Yeah, opponent is very fed up. Understandable. Alright, game 2. We want Duresses. We want Cruelclaws heists. We maybe want Vendetta. We definitely want Exorcises. We definitely don't want Lockdown. Pest Controls. Or Anoints, really. Even though they interact with Zer, they don't do very much outside of that. We don't want these Rydezans. Vendetta's weird. I guess we probably want it. It's not, like, amazing. Probably pretty good. Oh, Blot Out's kind of trashy. Of course, we have 4 Desist in this matchup, which is a very nice card. Oh, yes, Blot Out does interact with Zertans. So I actually probably do want it. It seems good. Seems like a great post-board config. I don't super love that this doesn't interact for a million turns. I don't think it's quite a mulligan either, though. I don't know. I could certainly be convinced that this might be a mulligan. Oh, Duress is nice. I wish we could have turn 1'd it for beans, but... Okay, they can't beans anyway this turn. Cool. We get to Duress to check if they have beans or not. If they don't, we clear the way for our Mazemind Tome at least. They get rid of Anissa. Wow, they are looking for land drops. They have negates, binding, Zer. The binding enables the Zers, so I probably have to take binding. Even though this negates, like, pretty good. I think I'm allowed to just play the Citadel this time. Right, they get to counter my tome, but if they do that, it gets the negate out of the way. So I'm pretty okay with that outcome, if that happens. Gotta get through the negate somehow, right? Before it can counter or cover up, or something more critical. Beza, okay, that draws them a card. That's pretty nice. Oh my god, the Vendetta is so interesting. Okay. Legions is pretty good. I really just want to find land drops, though, with Robbery in hand. Pretty happy to get rid of that one, honestly. They say go. We're gonna Vendetta them just to take these. It does mean we're not drawing, though. I could cease just to try and draw into my land drops. I just feel like if we take the Zers, we're kind of chilling, though. Yeah, they're only 2 spells in hand. Now they have no Zers. Oh, I should have looked at their whole deck. It didn't show me. Some of these effects let you see their whole deck, and some of them, like, you have to check before you click all the cards. It's really variable. It's kind of annoying. Because, like, when you're cover-upping, you get to look through the whole thing, right? Anyway. Get to swing with our Ketramose this time. I should not have played the land already. We might draw a tap land. And now we get to see the deck. Oh, they auto finish when you click the 4th. That makes so much sense. So they have 1 Terror Asunder, 2 Negates, a Stock Up, an Elish Norm. They still have Day of Judgment Sin, 2 Nisses, and an Atraxa. Interesting. We draw a card here. We find a Duress that has a lot of text, and we start gaining life. Go Ketramose. That is pretty strong. Oh boy. Huh. I guess I'm gonna I could start with the Cease instead. I guess I start with the Legions. The Legions can answer the tokens later though. I'm gonna start with Cease. Let's get rid of some CMC from their yard, because they have Analyze in that deck. Well, that's a very good card. Okay, this gets rid of the Mistmores. Lets me keep my Legions for the tokens. And we find a land, which is phenomenal right now. Sometimes I criticize this Ketramose card, but it is pretty obscene this game. Not gonna lie. It's doing a lot of work. Oh my god, they have 2 beans. Okay, we have a game. I was feeling pretty good about this game, but the second beans, like, does mean we have a game. Cool. Do this. Get rid of something. Get rid of their negates. Sure. Legions can hit A beans. It can't hit both. The next turn we can hit both. So they get a 1-turn window to like try and storm off here. Uh-oh. Okay, that does not trigger beans, and we've already drawn plenty of cards off the moose. Very nice. I should probably get some of these beanstalks off the battlefield. So that they can't storm off as much next time. They have 32 cards left. We have been removing quite a few cards from their deck. Yeah, it's not Maelstrom Pulse, sadly. Wish that it were. Do we want to just draw 5? Drawing 5 is pretty good. Never mind, drawing 5 is horrendous. Day of Judgment could be worse. It means Mistmores is not very threatening anymore. And Stock Up's pretty phenomenal. Yeah, can't really complain. Opponent gives the GGs. All right. Let the Moose winning streak continue. Mulligan. So we are gonna keep, I suppose. I'm aware how it looks, chat. I'm aware how it looks. You just gotta believe in the Mazemind Tome, okay? Hey Jan, good to see ya. Looks like a keep to you. Exactly. I'm glad you agree. FOMO. Interesting. That's not a land. I think I'm drawing. Okay. You love this land base. Same. No, they have Pick Your Poison in hand. My Mazemind Tome. I'm so screwed. Oh my god, I can never win. Oh. It's so over. It's so over. I should have kept the second tome, chat. What on earth? Wild stuff. Kind of want to draw a card. Is that like completely irresponsible? I feel like it's not that irresponsible. Oh, the Boiler's Castaway. You know, you have a good point. I didn't actually notice that. That their mana base is something special. Naya cards I own. It does seem that way, doesn't it? I need to draw an untapped land. Skillful. I guess I could have Beza'd if I didn't hit the untapped land, and that would have been fine. Untapped land certainly makes things slightly less spooky, though. Samoots will continue until morale improves. Untapped land would once again be phenomenal. Rats. Can't get away with it every time. I kind of just want to Beza. Honestly, it sounds pretty good to me. It sounds pretty freaking good. Yeah, you think Beza's fine? I agree. So they get to kill my Beza. Sure. That's 4 damage that's not going at my face, so pretty alright with this. Now we remove all the Boiler Bilges if we so wish, which probably do. The hand is so bad. Alright. Main deck Forges. Oh my god. I mean, they do have some scary cards in their deck. Amazingly, they could, like, very much still get us, but we will see. They do be cooking. Opponent's in the kitchen. Cooking up a storm. I could make tokens to draw cards. I kind of want to gain life instead. I guess we can Surveil first. I don't know, maybe drawing cards is more responsible. I get to make a treasure. I'm on 11. Yeah, I should just be drawing, I guess. Find like more of a permanent way to take over the game instead of gaining a few life and treading water. I could hold open the Anoint, but getting into the Fortress seems pretty nice now. They have Elspeth Smite in hand. If they have a Plains, you know, I probably should have checked that one. Uh-oh. This is a slight problem. Not like a huge problem. A slight one. Oh, they get to block and smite my fortress. But they don't have white mana opens. They don't get to do that. Okay, this is fine. I get to make a fish. Here comes the 1/1. And for the fishy To arrive. That is also a good card. Okay. I guess they have a pick your poison literally in hand. Oh. This is next turn, right? This turn we're just toming and drawing a card. The next turn we get to carry out quite the outrageous robbery. Keep this Anoint open for the Elspeth minus. Oh, I guess they get to -6. Oh. It was actually terrifying. I guess I needed a second Anoint open. Oh my god. Actually kind of terrifying. But they lose their Elspeth? I don't know. This feels pretty beatable to me. This feels like very beatable. At least they can turn off my life gain, potentially. But they're discarding the Clasm anyway, yeah. One's slightly more annoying. Alright, just gonna get rid of the Samut. Take 5. Oh no, that's so good. Alright, life gain is gone for the rest of the game, apparently. Whew, that's a problem. This is quite spooky. Yes, I can block the Forge token here with my Fortress, though we do think they have a Smite in hand, so we'll see how that goes for us. They mess up the timing, we actually get to anoint their token. Oh my god, opponent. Giving me a chance, okay. I like it, I like it. The Moose. Oh. Well then. Never should have doubted you, Moose. Doesn't the Moose kill us? I mean, only if we exile things on our turn, right? And it blocks pretty well. Sure. Oh my god, this game. Game is going crazy. And a Nemesis? Okay. That one's pretty good. Oh my god. Thing is, if I block with the Ketramose, this does die. Maybe I made a mistake by activating this. Maybe I was just meant to robbery this turn. Maybe I have to block with the Ketramose here. Yeah, I think I kind of did. Make a slight error there. Alright, so we either go to free or they kill our fortress. Okay. I mean, that's less damage for us. I wish I remembered what cards are in that deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of want to go for 6 cards. Get Lost. Bristlebud Farmer. Oof. Maybe giving them a tempting target was a genius play. Yeah, I think it might have like secretly paid off somehow. I can't really let them attack with this FOMO. Ketramose has to be here to block Forge tokens. Could just cast the... Oh, this is going to have damage marked on it. So the double Forge is actually really scary. Doing Get Lost is necessary. Sadly, I think I agree. And then Ketramose has to be on defense. But then next turn I get to kill Vivian with Screaming Nemesis potentially. Main problem is we need an answer to Forge. It's exceedingly rare Forge W. First time in the history of Standard. This Forge is quite good. Oh my god, opponent, please stop it. Oh goodness. Okay. So many FOMOs. They brick on the Vivian plus at least. We need to top deck a sweeper. Exceedingly true. You really do. Opponent is the protagonist, yeah. We are simply the villain, desperately trying to beat their wild deck. The Nemesis, you think we lose? I mean, we can draw Deadly Cover Up and die to Forge. The good news is I get to board in Authority of the Consuls. That one seems pretty sick. Beza. I wish it drew a card. Very clearly, I need to draw into Deadly Cover Up if I want to be in this game. So, as I'm doing this, yeah. Onwards to the next game. Wow, we actually lost. We actually lost. That was a beating. What was a beating? Right, Authority is definitely coming in. They have so many pick your poisons that I think Lockdown kind of stinks. Pest Control doesn't seem to have much text. Oh, Fish lets me draw from Beza. True. I should have Beza'd maybe instead of Bomber. Doesn't really matter though. Oh, the exercises are quite reasonable, potentially. I half wonder if Cruelclaw's Heist is, like, acceptable. Yeah, it feels like no matter how I board here, I'm going to have some undesirable cards in my deck. Oh, I guess I need exercises for Forge. Right. I'm not sure about this Robbery card against them. Maybe I board like this. The Robbery stealing a Pick Your Poison would be pretty ridiculous. Cease is a main board card. It's Fuel's Cover Up, and it triggers Ketramose. To draw Cease last game. It would have been pretty bad with our lockdown, but it would have been pretty good against the Forge, so who's to say? I'm allowed to keep this. This is like pretty unexciting, but I guess so. Deadly Cover Up is certainly quite appealing, so. Fire off our cantrip, gain 2 life, basically casting Revitalize. Okay. We're exceptionally able to kill creatures this game. We're also able to kill that Forge, so that's nice too. Do you think we blot out to save a life, chat? We Ooh, Fountainport. Say what? I could maybe play it this turn in case I draw Sunken Citadel next turn. Probably was meant to. FOMO, sure. I guess I'm just gonna cover up. It's not like a super threatening board. I could also just wait a turn and make a treasure. Honestly, that seems fine to me. It seems kind of fine to me. They get to eat my Cease Desist, so I don't get to extract things, but that's okay. What is the end target? I mean, we have to answer their Planeswalkers somehow, right? We literally just lost to some Planeswalkers that game. Oh wait, did I just click through? I was looking at chat. Whatever. It's fine. Classic. Looking at chat. Classic mistake, indeed. We've all made it. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me at all. Wow, they didn't activate their Scrap Gorger. Oh, hell yeah, Cammy. Good to see ya. Oh, I need to play some Dan at some point. I've never actually played Dan somehow. Remind me of their overlords. I am aware. Let's get rid of all their Samoots. This card was really good for them last game. It's also just nice knowing what the hell's going on in their hand. Oh, they only have 2 Samoots post-board? What did they board in? They boarded in Scrap Gorges? Okay. Apparently they still have Pyroclasms. So that's interesting. Yeah, I need to play Dan sometime. It does seem very sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Very cool format. I guess I need to keep up Blot Out to interact with Nemesis. I'm like pretty confident I would love it. I just haven't had the chance, you know. My testing partner did go to the Spotlight series. Had a little bit of an unfortunate tournament, although, as I understand, she still had a great weekend. Alright, we'll draw a card. The Moose. They literally have an Exorcise in hand, and I need to keep open Blot up before Nemesis, so I'm probably not casting the Moose quite yet, but maybe at some point. Need to keep my life total a little bit protected here. And get rid of the FOMOs too whilst we're at it. Oh wait, we cut my opponent off white mana. Oh. Let me see. So next turn I can cast the Moose. Ross Merriam with the raid. Welcome to everyone joining us here for some Standard. Playing the sick black-white Ketramose deck. I've been tweaking and tuning on stream a little bit. Can we get a shout out for Ross Merriam? If I play the Moose, I guess they don't have white mana. We just have to fade for 1 turn. That seems fine. I could also just extract all their Nemesis and draw a couple cards. It might draw them into the white source. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm glad the content was so good for you, Ross. Hell yeah. Love to hear people enjoying the guides. I should probably do a little ad in a sec for my Patreon guide for... Oh, wait. Yeah, it's exiled. I'm so silly. It's fine. We draw 2 cards. This is still fine. They do have planes. They have lots of planes. Yeah. Cool. It says probably actually meant to go to Pyroclasm, as weird as that is, because them doing that on Nemesis next time would be kind of a nightmare. Yeah, thank you for putting the Patreon link in chat there, TSS. Also, I'll put it up on stream. To anyone who wants a guide to... Oh my god, of course they draw the white source. To anyone who wants a guide on how to build and pilot Esper Pixie, there is a guide, and it's up on my Patreon. I've put up 3 articles there now. I put a guide up a couple weeks ago. I have an updated one that I put up a few days ago. I'm going to keep updating the Pixie guide over the course of the coming weeks. As long as I'm playing the deck, it will keep getting updated, which I am very excited for. There's also a guide for sequencing, some early game sequencing heuristics. So that is also something you might find very helpful. Now dead to Red Overlord. True. That would be very embarrassing. Do I just anoint this? I feel like there's not really much else in their deck to anoint that I'm scared of. And I also don't feel like I need to draw cards desperately. I'm doing pretty well on that front. Oh. It's probably meant to Sunfall there with their 1 white source, BB. Little bit challenging. Wow, Arena actually auto-tapping perfectly. It's kind of rare. Love to see it. That's true, Cammy. We have a very nice little Discord community. Rare auto-tapper W, indeed. So many rare Ws today. Is it bad that I almost want Cruelclaw's Heisting? Because it feels like one of the only ways I can possibly lose is them Pyroclasming their stupid Screaming Nemesis. Hey Sophia, good to see you. How was Izzy Prowie? Is It Prowess was like pretty comfortably the least playable deck I've played on stream for at least 2, maybe 3 weeks. It was so heinous. I don't know how it ever top 8'd a challenge. Genuinely like wild to me. Oh. So, you know, make of that what you will. I do kind of want these Cruelclaw's heists. I don't know. I feel like this Kaya is somewhat unnecessary. Second Cease Desist is probably somewhat unnecessary. 4th Cease Desist, rather. Yaha, I'm sorry, Cammy. It was so bad, though. I can't put into words how bad it was. Well, it seems fine, I guess. Be worse. Do need land drops, but whatever. Get rid of that. Are you getting me to play bad decks? Very occasionally, I'll just play a deck that top 8's a challenge that looks weird. And like a solid like 80% of the time I do that, it's just like the worst deck I've ever played on stream. It's just how it goes. If you see a deck that looks questionable, that normally means it's pretty questionable. Do I start keeping lands now? I kind of want to find another spell. Because I don't feel like I can tap out for Ketramose anytime soon. Beza is certainly another spell. That is pretty much exactly what the Rainy ordered. You love making me play bad decks. I did love the Magda deck an awful lot, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. So many to face galleries. They're gonna draw so many cards soon. Am I allowed to scry? I think I'm allowed to scry. Rides Ends. That's probably pretty good. That works with my Mazemind Tome. Instead of Bezaing this turn, I could just Rides End, draw a card off Tome. The Beza's pretty nice though. I don't know, I think I like doing this. Samut has Vigilance, right? So there's no real reason to wait for Samut. I guess I could wait for Screaming Nemesis. Oh, they could get Delirium. It seems very hard for them to get Delirium and get a Haster in play. Ketramose mid. Today we're 2-1. I win with this Ketramose deck bizarrely often on stream. I'm still not sure if it's like actually any good, but it certainly wins like a lot more than like other random decks that we play, you know? I think I go after the FOMO because then it's really hard for them to kill Beza and attack with the Bivouac at the same time. Oh, but the FOMO I can like deadly cover up later. That's interesting. I guess if I leave them with the Bivouac, I'm gonna get a treasure, which is actually pretty nice. We have to go after the land, you reckon? The land is like pretty spooky. I kind of like getting this treasure an awful lot, but maybe that's me being silly. It could certainly go badly for me. Raisins and beans sounds kind of fun. Yeah, the mana just seems like a little bit rough, but beans is certainly a pretty messed up card. To be fair, Mazemind Tome has also been quite impressive. And doesn't have like the deck building restriction. But alright, they're going for the divination. They find a Scrap Gorger and a Vivian. Okay. You like 2-mana land destruction? Don't we all, honestly? Don't we all? Do I want to just... Oh, I want to save this because it triggers the moose. I think I want to scry. I want to like maximize my chance of finding a lander up here. This gives me a lot of looks. Nice. I can go cease. Get these 2 cards. Draw a card. The moose goes to 6. Next turn, the moose gets to attack. They're probably just casting Vivian this turn, which seems like a pretty beatable card here. The moose is loose. Yes, it's true. Next turn, the moose will be loose. Indeed. We do love it when the moose is loose. Tapping the Scrap Gorger activates the moose. So true. Casting this Exorcise also activates the moose. Oh, to be an activated moose. Oh, we have this demo field for the Bivouac. That's pretty nice. Let's get rid of this. Oh, it's on 5 now. What? Wait, what happened? How did a thing leave exile? Oh, because Vivian was cast. Right. Right. That's quite funny. I feel pretty compelled to kill this Bivouac, and then I get to cease, so that I can attack with the moose. If I attack with both, we force a chump, which is probably worth. That means I can't block Samut. Which is a little sad. If I hit 2 of my own things, it's way less likely that the Ketramose suddenly stops being active later for some bizarre reason that I don't understand. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it matters at all. Heist. Ooh. Alright, let's attack with both. Even if we get summited, it's fine. Just want to force a chump. Or get Vivian off the board, either way. Don't really care which. Go to 18 here. Oh, never mind, 17. Because they're exiling a card from the yard. Do they have Ride's End? That'd be pretty good. Nope. What's that, Vivian? See what she finds. Finds a Boiler Bilges. I mean, that card is eminently beatable. Yeah, they messed up and forgot it would trigger Ketramose. Indeed. I feel like Nemesis with Klasm is the only way they get back in this. I can just cover up the Boiler Bilges next turn. Well, I can take a Boiler Bilges. That's also pretty good. Get rid of this. Nemesis is indeed scarier. Indeed. 3-1 with the Moose. Slowly we claw our way up to the numbers. We got...